Okay, so I'm going to try to say this as lovingly as possible because I don't want to offend you or dismiss any experience or trauma that you've had. As a woman, I know that you have seen men who do not follow the principles of God, and you're in this thing of how horrible men have been in your life, how men have dismissed their responsibilities, and how men have been selfish, how men have been all of these things. And I'm not saying that hasn't happened because I've experienced that. I've experienced most of the men in my life who were responsible for me. They didn't handle me well. Let's just put in here that you have also done some horrible things, as have I. Here's the thing. We cannot get on this feminist bandwagon of who women are and how women don't need men. No. That's not the response that you should have for the men who have disappointed you in your life. And let me just be real quick to throw in here that just because you met a man after God's heart won't mean that he won't do some horrible stuff. We got the Bible as proof that loving God don't really mean that you're going to get somebody that walks on water. Anyway, I'm saying all that to say, as women of God who are being called to God in a deeper capacity, we have to now pray and be led by God to raise our sons to be the men that the Bible mandates. Okay? We have to be the Loises, the Eunices that step in and say, listen, I have not seen a man that resembles this. There are men who are great men of God, who are led by God, who are submitted to God's will. They exist, even though you haven't met them and you've had a really hard time. Please do not generalize that all men are these evil things that are just out to cheat on you and mistreat you. And I get it. I know. You've seen some horrible things. You've been mistreated and molested and things by men ever since you were a child. I understand. I have lived it. It does not take away the fact that God's word is the only way that things end up right. You have seen what happens when men are not led by God in your life. You have seen what happens when women are not led by God in your life. Your response is not bitterness. That should not be your response. Should not be anger. Your response should be, okay, God, how can you use me to fix this in the next generation? Your response should be prayer. Don't get angry. Don't get bitter. Get mad at the right source. You get mad at the devil and understand that he has been setting this up for generations before you. And you need to step in the gap and say, okay, God, what's my role? I need you to use me to fix this because I don't want my children to experience this. All right?